the distinguished honor, I would say, to introduce someone who's worked with us very closely. This person is India's youngest game developer, and this has been very exciting for us because he came to us over a year ago, a year and a half ago or so, and he said that he wanted to build a game, and he looked like a kid who's just he's still in school, and at that point we were like, okay, everyone has ideas of building a game, what does he know? But he knew a lot, and that is why what you're going to hear right now is very interesting. Shivam Gupta is a 13-year-old. He was 13-year-old when he built the game. He came to us with an idea and with the talent to build it and with the initiative. And what we did is we just gave him the platform, and he used that platform to the fullest, and today he's got a full published game to his name. And without further ado, I want to call on to stage Shivam Gupta.
Hi everybody, my name is Shivam Sai Gupta and I'm from Patna, Bihar, and this presentation is about my journey to my game Terror Attack Project Fateh. I'll talk about what I did making this game, what I learned, and a lot of other. When I was about 10, I started making games. I have this rare limb disorder, it is Weber syndrome, and my dad bought me a very low configuration PC back when I was about 6. So I just played with the computer, tried out every software, and I found out Corel, Rave, and I played with that software, and I found out that it can create 2D animation. After a few months, I tried using PowerPoints to create games. I mean, I didn't know that PowerPoint can be used to make games. I mean, I've never heard of it, but I tried, and I made a very simple game when I was about 10 or 11. I also created 3D animations and visual effects when I was 10. When I was a child, I visited Shirdi, Shri Sai Baba, and since when I visited there, my health problems seemed to fade away. And after that, I visited India Games and showed them my previous works, and they were very impressed. And that was the first big floor to my game development. The idea. On 26 November 2008, Mumbai was attacked with terrorists. I was sitting in Patna when my parents were watching the horror on the TV. I thought what I can do. I mean, I wished I could do anything, but I couldn't. Then this idea popped into my mind about that I should make a game on the 26/11 attack, so I can motivate the children to join the armed forces. And that was the main start when I just thought that I will make this game. This was when the idea started. I'll tell you about the game. I don't know how many of you know about the game. So here are the screenshots. This is level 1 of CST station. Level 2 outside Taj. This is the level 2 but in the interior of Taj Hotel. This is the corridor of Taj. the lobby. And I will play the game trailer first. Sorry, this is low quality. Here's the in-game clip, probably a better quality.
Okay, let's go.
Terror Attack Project Fateh is a 3D first-person shooter game that is based on the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks. I started creating this game when just after the attack happened. I was 13. It is created on FPS Creator, but due to the engine is very limited, so I used Dark Basic to extend the game. The FPS kit is open source and it is made with Dark Basic. So I use Dark Basic to modify the engine. The controls of this game are very simple and regular to FPS gamers, that is WASD keys. The simple the controls of the game is, the more playable the game is. If a player has to take his mind off the game to think about the controls, then the illusion is lost, the concentration is broken, and you have lost a player. Terror Attack Project Fateh is available for PC on www.projectfateh.com, and India Games have developed a mobile game of the same idea that is available on OVI Store, Nokia OVI Store. UTV India Games and Terror Attack Project Fateh. When I thought of the idea, I shared the idea with India Games and they liked the idea very much, and we had a meeting discussing the idea, what you can do, I can do this and blah blah, and that was the start with my contact with India Games. When I started making this game, I knew I was taking a challenge. Creating game is a challenge. You will face a lot of problems, you will have to solve them. But before all the things could happen, I have to start the pre-production. In my older games, before meeting with India Games, my all older games did not have a game design document. And I just started making games, I just used to jump off to production. But then the folks at India Games suggested that I should write a GDD, and it helped me a lot. I wrote everything from start to finish, and whenever I needed help, I emailed the GDD to Varun Bhavnani, Sachin Jangal and Vishal sir of India Games, and they helped me out. I wrote everything in the GDD, from health packs to everything, and of course the gameplay. And I kept the rules simple so that first-time players don't have to read instructions to play the game. I gave pre-production as much time as I can because the beginning of the game is the most important part of the work. Now came the exciting phase, that is production. I started developing the game. The idea of the game started to turn into reality. The engine is, the FPS kit engine is not hard, but the limitations were quite huge. And the idea of the game was very complex, so couldn't just make game using the engine FPS kit. So I looked up on how I can actually make game without altering the idea. So Dark Basic is a engine by the game creators. It is now freeware. So I fired up Dark Basic and altered the source code of FPS Creator. So I modified the game engine to my own needs. This is how this game came out. No other FPS Creator games are like this because they are just very simple and limited. I also used 3D Studio Max to create custom animations and models and imported it to the engine. And I also created textures using Photoshop. When I started creating this game, I didn't thought about the people in India. उनके पास कंप्यूटर का कॉन्फ़िगरेशन अच्छा नहीं होगा, ये मैंने पहले सोचा नहीं था. After I built the game and when the testing phase started, my friends also helped me in the testing of this game. And they pointed out a lot of suggestions and bugs. And also at India Games, folks at India Games have also gave me a lot of valuable feedbacks. That is why this game is what it is now. So I learned that in India people don't have a really high-end computers which can handle the graphics that I previously made. So I reduced the texture quality and optimized the game so that it can run on a vast number of computers in India. In my older games, I used to alter the game idea with what I can do easily. But in this game, I did not alter the game idea, and I worked hard on making that thing happen that I thought that it was impossible. Like in my older games, and I thought that I will make a game with a massive truck with lots of explosions. But if I thought that the massive truck can be made, then I used to alter the idea to what I can do easily. But in this game, I worked to accomplish the idea without altering the idea. There were lots of time in the development of this game when I thought that it is impossible. I mean, like